Hello, and thank you for watching the Queen's Tarot. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This reading is for Cancer. Cancer for the month of December and Sagittarius season. So let's get into it for you guys and see what's popping off for you guys this season. So, for you all, I see a really positive month of strength. This is the Strength card here, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles, and also the High Priestess upside down here. So I'm just going to pull some other cards to clarify. And for you guys, what I really see is you guys venturing on a new journey. You guys have made a lot of progress in emotional strength and believing in yourself and manifesting a lot of things for yourself since the summer of this year. You really put your thoughts in the right place, and you were in a very toxic place before, maybe a toxic relationship, and now you're with somebody that is really trying to get you aligned with your higher self, that's really helping you on your spiritual journey. And you're a beginner at this. This is something that's new for you, but you are very strong. You have a lot of faith in yourself that you've cultivated throughout the years, and you are standing on solid footing, even though this might be a new journey for you. For some of you, this is a new relationship. For others of you, this is a new career, and you have a mentor that really, really believes in you, that's investing in you, that is taking you out to dinners, is giving you advice, is putting you on the right track. For others of you, you might have been reunited with a parent that you haven't seen for a while, or maybe that you haven't seen since childhood. But you really, something as far as with your inner self still doesn't feel at peace. It still doesn't feel right. It feels like you're missing a step. It feels like you're doing something wrong, or like something is off kilter. And that is why this High Priestess card is upside down. So I'm just going to take some cups to clarify. Some of you, some of cards out here to clarify. So a lot of you are in debt, and you feel this debt creeping up on you. For a lot of you, it might be student loans. For some of you, it's that you never paid a person back, or you have credit card debt. And in order for you to get to this next step in your life that you want to be in, you really need to make sure that you clear this matter up. If you do get Christmas money, I would suggest, even though this might be something that you don't want to do, but I suggest putting some of that money to the side, or all the money to the side, to take care of this debt so that it doesn't get worse, so your loans don't go into default. Because I see that there's a possibility of a loss around January or March, of you falling into a bad state, a bad consequences as a result of not having handled your financial responsibilities well. You definitely have a debt hanging over you. Some of you might owe somebody, and if you owe that person, they are about their money, and they're coming to collect whether you're ready to pay or not. And I really suggest that you take your Christmas money, and especially if this is a violent person, your Christmas money is worth you not going to the ER. It's worth you not losing your life. And that's not even funny, but it's just facts. Like, if you owe this person and you know they're about it, please get them the bread. Like, they're not playing. Yeah, they're not playing with you. And some of you thought that you were big and bad and could avoid this person, but this person's about their actions. So if you're that person, I suggest that you give this person a call, let them know their money is on the way, and make it happen. Even if you have to sacrifice checks, if you have to take, because that's something that you don't want to play with. Yeah. So the Three of Cups is here. You do have a lot of supportive energy. You have a lot of energy that is, you have a lot of friends around you that love you. Some of you might have younger sisters and siblings that are looking forward to seeing you this season, and a lot of positive family energy, especially a lot of feminine energy. Somebody might have or a few of you might have a younger sister that has a birthday coming up, or a wedding, an anniversary, the birth of a baby. Some of you have a younger cousin that has one of those events going on in their lives, and they're really looking forward to you being there to celebrate with them. You guys have talked about this. You've been a great emotional support to them, and you're going to be able to celebrate and enjoy that this holiday season. And that's going to also take away from the heaviness of whatever's going on in your personal life and take your mind off of it. But please do not let your mind completely drift away from your responsibilities. You have to be able to multitask as far as goal setting goes this season so that you are not blindsided by the consequences of your financial irresponsibility in the past catching up with you in the future or in the present moment. So this person that's represented by this card here, this young feminine energy, they might ask you for money and you can't give it to them this season. It's something you would love to do, you love to give, especially to those that you love. But with all your financial obligations right now, Cancer, it's really in your best interest for your own well-being, for yourself, so that you don't go to jail, get in debt, whatever is going on as far as with your finances, that you do not give to this person. And they might feel a little upset about it, but just keep it real with them. Let them know what's going on, or let them know as much as what you feel comfortable letting them know about. And yeah, just let them know, be honest with them that you can't give it right now, and they're going to understand. But the great thing about this relationship that you have with this younger person is that it really helps you come into this feminine energy and power that you have. Even if you're a male, if you have Cancer as your sign, as your sun sign, you do have a great deal of nurturing feminine energy of the priestess, of energy of divine feminine, of nurturing, somebody that people look to take care of them. Some of you might be a nurse, others of you might be in a caretaker, caregiving profession, some of you might work with kids, and you do have this great deal of divine feminine energy within you. Some of you might just have more feminine energy than most people of your gender. And this is a time where the family is really going to be looking to you. Loved ones, friends are going to be looking to you, and they're going to be celebrating this about you. This is really a time where you're going to be celebrating those things that you have overcome, Cancer, with this strength card, that you're going to, the things that you have accumulated emotionally, that's represented here by the card that we pulled earlier, this Nine of Pentacles. This is going to be a time of celebration where other people are going to be seeing all of the inner work that you've been doing, and that's going to be appreciated by everybody here, represented by this beautiful green color in the heart here. Really the goodness in your heart, the positivity and the energy that you strive to cultivate over the years where it was hard for you. You may have felt that you were emotionally weak, emotionally immature, or very dependent at one point in time, and you're getting so much better with that. You're growing in that area of your life, and you're really seeing a lot of positivity come to fruition because of that. So that's really good for you, Cancer, and that's something that's great that's happening for you during this season. So here, one of the things that you're going to be feeling is very weighed down and burdened by your responsibilities. And that mostly has to do with your financial responsibilities. A lot of you are working part-time and you don't have the finances that it takes to fulfill your financial obligations. And that is also related to the debt, the student loans, whatever this is representing for you in the upside down King of Pentacles here. You really feel like your income doesn't match your money that's going out of your account. And after the season is over, after the wedding, the family event, the birthday, anniversary, the birth of the baby, whatever this might be for you, you really need to pull back and take some time to yourself. And those who love you and care about you will understand. And you need to make sure that you are picking up a second job. Some of you already have a business that you started for yourself and you're just not putting your whole heart into it. You need to put more energy into that so that you can meet these financial obligations. And once you do, in a couple of months, that money will start to roll in for you. So you're not going to have a problem with that. You're really going to feel, represented by the Magician card here, a weight come off of your shoulders after this debt is alleviated, after this is taken care of, or after it's cut in half and it's not as much of a burden to you, you're going to feel a weight off your shoulders, and you're going to feel like you can finally be free again. You're going to feel like you can have fun and go out to eat with your friends again. And like that weight is just, that burden is off you. That weight of the world is off of your shoulders. Because for a while you ignored it and you allowed it to be this looming cloud over your head. Some of you have a health issue that you need to go to the doctor for, you need to get treated for. Some of you might have a terminal or chronic illness that you need to get treated, you need to get seen about, you need medication for. Please see about that right away, and don't assume that because you're fine today that you'll be okay tomorrow, because things can hit people out of nowhere, and you want to make sure that you are taking care of your body. So this is debt for you, or whatever is represented by this King of Pentacles, this lack of support, has been really weighing on you. It has been worrying you. You have had nightmares about it. You have thought about what could happen, that you might go to jail if you can't meet it, things of that nature, things about you just facing the consequences of you being irresponsible in the past, and whatever that means for you personally, Cancer. And what you just need to do is make sure that you do focus, that you do go into the energy of the Hermit around January, or around after whatever event this is that you've been planning for, that you've been dealing with, that you go into the energy of the Hermit after this is over, and you really focus on your responsibilities, on your financial obligations. And if I were you, I would focus on this now. I would focus on this. It doesn't mean that you can't still have your family time, that you can't still hang out with the girls or with your best friends, whoever this card represents for you, that you can't be a part of that celebration, because family means everything to you. Your loved ones mean a lot to you. That's 80% of what you care about. So for you, this is something that you need. This is an outlet for you, and you need to be a part of that. But I would take that other 20% of my time. I would take that time in the early morning. I would take that time after work, a couple of hours, to just figure out what can I do to take this debt away from myself, to alleviate myself of this burden, of this problem, of this responsibility. And just do a little at a time until you have it all figured out, so that you can progress further and faster in the future, so that this isn't a big problem that's going to be an issue for you and snowball into something that's worse. So here we also have the Three of Pentacles, and it's just showing that after you do alleviate this problem, that there is going to be some harmony and some great relationships in your life. There's going to be a lot to look forward to, especially in the spring, around March. For some of you, that'll be February, around Valentine's Day. You might be meeting someone special. You might be meeting someone that in the future will become your fiance, somebody that you could have a promising future with, a life partner, or a karmic mate. For some of you, it might be a soulmate. But in order to be ready for this person, in order to be available for that opportunity, you need to get rid of this financial issue in your life. You need to clear that up, so that you have that time and that energy for that person in the near future. And it's going to be a really great relationship that makes you feel good, that makes you feel amazing. But you have to make the choice to focus on what's important now, so that you can be ready for this later. You might already have some romantic interest in your life, Cancer, that that want to take you out, that want to show you a good time, and you're going to have to put them on hold, or just, not give them as much of your time as what you might want. You might have to put them on the back burner for now, until this is cleared up, or until this is on its way to being fully worked out, so that you have a solid foundation for what's to come in the future. So, don't feel bummed out by that, because if they're meant for you, they will stick around. You might already know this person. For a lot of you, this might be a best friend, somebody that has been there for you, somebody that you're really close to. But for a lot of you, this will be most likely a totally new person. So here we have the Emperor card. And this person is going to come into your life at a time when you feel independent, when you feel